Hello, everybody. Welcome to another one of these little gospel nuggets. Today's story takes us to Sarah and Abraham. Now, Sarah and Abraham both wanted a son, and Hagar, both of them were barren. They couldn't have any children. They were getting old. And Yahweh comes and makes a promise to them and says, "You'll have a son." Well, Sarah goes to take things into her own hands. And if she takes things into her own hands, she tells her servant, a lady by the name of Hagar, tells her servant Hagar to go and to, shall we say it this way, know Abraham in the biblical sense. Now, that's kind of offensive for us, but it was okay at the time. Hagar goes and Hagar and Abraham know each other in the biblical sense, as they say. And Hagar turns out pregnant, as you might expect. Well, Sarah turns on Hagar. Anger and wrath and being mean and driving her out. And finally, Hagar is feeling overwhelmed, and Hagar is feeling just the world's against her, and Hagar runs. Runs away from Sarah, runs away from the world, just runs away. Remember, she's still pregnant. Just runs. Now he comes to her. Yahweh finds her. She's hiding out in the desert. And Yahweh says to her, "What are you doing?" And Hagar tells the story, what's happening, like God already knows. But then God makes two promises. The first promise he says to Hagar, he says, "I won't leave you. I'm not going to leave you alone. And I'm not going to be this way to you. I'm not going to be like Sarah is. I'm not going to leave you alone, and I'll watch over and I'll protect you." And the second thing, the promise I'm going to make you is, you're going to have a son. You're going to have a son. And that's a great story, and it's one of those cool gospel nuggets because of this. There are times in our lives when we feel the world has turned against us. There's times in our life when we feel people have turned against us. We have times in our lives we feel like we can't go on. There's times in our lives when life seems overwhelming. There's times in our lives when it seems like everybody and everything is against us. But we need to remember, God says, I'm not against you. I'm not going to leave you alone. I'll watch over and I'll protect you. I'm going to be there with my hands. I'm going to be with my spirit. I'm going to be with my grace. God will watch over us. Even in the midst of all this stuff, when we feel like the world's walking away from us, God hasn't. Thanks for joining us. I'll see you later.